Miley Cyrus entered the world on November 23, 1992, in Franklin, Tennessee, a small town just south of Nashville known for its quiet charm and country music roots. Born Destiny Hope Cyrus, her name reflected her parents' belief that she was meant for something extraordinary. Her father, Billy Cyrus, was a country music star who skyrocketed to fame with his 1992 hit Achy Breaky Heart, a song that became a cultural phenomenon. Her mother, Letitia Tish Cyrus, managed a family and later became a producer. Growing up in a musical household, Miley was surrounded by guitars, songwriting sessions, and a hum of creativity from an early age. The Cyrus family lived on a sprawling 500-acre farm in Franklin, where Miley spent her early years exploring the outdoors and developing a free-spirited personality. Her parents nicknamed her Smiley because of her bright, infectious grin, a trait that stuck with her as she grew. This nickname eventually evolved into Miley, which she embraced fully when she legally changed her name in 2008 to Miley Cyrus, adding Ray as a tribute to her father and her grandfather, Ronald Cyrus, a respected Democratic politician in Kentucky who passed away in 2006. Miley was the first child born to Billy Ray and Tish, but she grew up in a bustling, blended family. She had two older half-siblings from her mother's previous relationship, Brandy, who later pursued music, and Trace, who became a member of the band Metro Station. Her half-brother Christopher, from her father's side, grew up separately in South Carolina. Miley also had two younger siblings, Bryson, born in 1994, and Noah, born in 2000, who both later dabbled in entertainment. The tight-knit family dynamic shaped Miley's early life, with music and performance woven into their daily routine. Family jam sessions were common, and Billy Ray's success gave Miley a front-row seat to the music industry. From a young age, Miley showed a knack for performing. She loved singing along to her dad's songs and mimicking performers she saw on TV. Her parents encouraged her creativity, but they also wanted her to have a normal childhood. She attended Heritage Elementary School in Franklin, where she was a cheerleader and known for her outgoing nature. However, her life took a turn when she was 8 years old. In 2001, Billy Ray landed a starring role in the TV series Doc, a family drama filmed in Toronto, Canada. The family packed up and moved north, temporarily leaving their Tennessee farm behind. This move exposed Miley to a new environment and set the stage for her career. In Toronto, Miley's passion for performing blossomed. She attended production of the musical Mamma Mia at the Royal Alexander Theatre, and the experience left her starstruck. Watching the actors sing and dance on stage, she decided she wanted to perform too. Her parents enrolled her in the Armstrong Acting Studio, where she took singing and acting lessons to hone her skills. These classes gave her confidence and discipline, teaching her how to project her voice and embody a character. At age 9, she landed her first role as a guest star on Doc, playing a character named Kylie in a few episodes. The experience of being on set with her dad was thrilling and fueled her ambition. Miley's early exposure to the entertainment world wasn't limited to TV. In 2003, when she was 10, she auditioned for and won a small part in Tim Burton's film Big Fish. She played a young girl named Ruthie, appearing briefly in a movie filled with stars like Ewan McGregor and Jessica Lange. Filming in Alabama, she got a taste of the movie industry and loved every minute of it. These early roles were small but significant, showing her that acting could be more than a hobby. It could be a career. Another key figure in Miley's early life was her godmother, Dolly Parton, the legendary country singer and songwriter. Dolly, a close friend of Billy Ray, became a mentor to Miley, offering advice and encouragement. Her larger-than-life personality and success as a performer inspired Miley to dream big. Dolly's influence was more than just professional. She taught Miley the importance of staying true to herself, a lesson that would guide her through the ups and downs of fame. Miley's childhood wasn't all about show business. Back in Tennessee, she enjoyed riding horses, playing with her siblings, and spending time with her pets. The Cyrus family was deeply rooted in their Christian faith, attending church regularly, which gave Miley a sense of community and values. She also loved writing poetry and songs, often scribbling down ideas in a notebook. These creative outlets hinted at the artist she would become By the time she was 11, Miley was ready to take a big leap. She heard about a new Disney Channel show called Hannah Montana and begged her parents to let her audition. They were hesitant, knowing the entertainment industry could be tough, but they supported her dream. Miley sent in an audition tape from Tennessee, singing and acting with all the energy she could muster. That tape would change her life, setting her on the path to global stardom. At just 11 years old, Miley Cyrus stepped into the spotlight that would make her a household name. In 2003, she learned about a new Disney Channel show called Hannah Montana, a comedy about a teenage girl named Miley Stewart, who led a double life as an ordinary student by day and a glamorous pop star named Hannah Montana by night. Excited by the concept, Miley saw it as her big chance. She sent an audition tape from Tennessee, pouring her heart into singing and acting to convince the producers she was right for the role. Initially, she tried out for the part of Lily, Miley Stewart's best friend, but her energy and talent caught the attention of the casting team. Disney's producers weren't sure about Miley at first. They thought she was too young and petite for the lead role, as she was only 12 when filming began. But Miley didn't give up. She flew to Los Angeles for more auditions, showcasing her singing, acting, and natural charm. Her persistence paid off, and in 2004, Disney cast her as Miley Stewart / Hannah Montana. The show also starred her real-life dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, as her on-screen father, Robbie Ray Stewart, which made the experience feel like a family adventure. Filming began in 2005, and Miley moved to Los Angeles with her mom and siblings to focus on the show. Hannah Montana premiered on March 24th, 2006, and became an instant sensation. The first episode drew 5.4 million viewers, the highest debut for any Disney Channel show at the time. Audiences loved the humor, catchy music, and the idea of a teen balancing a secret superstar life. Miley's performance was a hit. She brought a relatable, goofy charm to Miley Stewart and a dazzling confidence to Hannah Montana. The show's theme song, The Best of Both Worlds, became an anthem for kids and teens, capturing the excitement of living a double life. Miley's chemistry with co-stars Emily Osment, Lily, and Mitchell Musso, Oliver, added to the show's appeal, making it a cultural phenomenon. The success of Hannah Montana turned Miley into a teen idol overnight. Fans adored her, and the show sparked a massive franchise. Stores sold Hannah Montana wigs, clothes, dolls, and even bedding, generating over $1 billion in revenue by 2008. Miley's face was everywhere, from lunchboxes to t-shirts. In 2006, Disney released a Hannah Montana soundtrack, featuring songs like If We Were a Movie and I Got Nerve, sung by Miley as Hannah. The album soared to #1 on the Billboard 200, selling over 3 million copies worldwide. It was a huge moment for Miley, proving she could shine as a singer, not just an actress. To capitalize on the show's popularity, Miley hit the road as Hannah Montana. In late 2006, she opened for the Cheetah Girls on their concert tour, performing to sold-out crowds in 20 cities. Dressed in Hannah's signature blonde wig and sparkly outfits, Miley belted out songs from the soundtrack, thrilling young fans. The tour was a learning experience, teaching her how to command a stage and connect with audiences. Her dad often joined her on tour, offering support and keeping her grounded amid the whirlwind of fame. In 2007, Miley took a bold step toward establishing her own identity as a musician. Disney released a double album, Hannah Montana 2, Meet Miley Cyrus. The first disc featured new Hannah Montana songs like Nobody's Perfect, while the second introduced Miley as herself with original tracks like See You Again. The album debuted at #1, selling 326,000 copies in its first week. See You Again became her first solo hit, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. The Meet Miley Cyrus half of the album showed her pop rock style, with lyrics about crushes and growing up, hinting at the artist she wanted to become. That same year, Miley embarked on her first headlining tour, the Best of Both Worlds tour, performing as both Hannah Montana and herself. The tour was a massive success, with 70 shows across North America selling out in minutes. Fans scrambled for tickets, and scalpers sold them for thousands of dollars. The tour grossed over $54 million, and a 3D concert film, Hannah Montana and Miley Cyrus. Best of Both Worlds concert hit theaters in 2008, earning $31 million in its opening weekend. Miley, still just 15, was juggling schoolwork, filming, and performing, often with her mom by her side to keep her organized. The Hannah Montana phenomenon wasn't without challenges. Miley faced intense pressure to maintain her wholesome Disney image while dealing with the demands of fame. Paparazzi followed her everywhere, and tabloids scrutinized her every move. In 2007, she faced criticism when hackers leaked photos of her in a swimsuit, a reminder of how little privacy she had. Despite this, she stayed focused, leaning on her family and her faith to navigate the spotlight. Her godmother, Dolly Parton, made guest appearances on the show, offering advice and reminding Miley to stay true to herself. By 2008, Hannah Montana was in its third season, and Miley was one of the biggest stars in the world. She graced the covers of magazines like Seventeen and Teen Vogue, and Forbes ranked her as one of the top-earning young celebrities. With an income of $25 million that year, the show's success opened doors for bigger projects like Hannah Montana, the movie, which was in development. Miley also began working on her first solo album, Breakout, signaling her desire to step out of Hannah's shadow. Her time as Hannah Montana gave her a platform, a fan base, and invaluable experience, but also set the stage for her to redefine herself as an artist in her own right. By 2008, Miley Cyrus was a global star at just 15 years old, thanks to the massive success of Hannah Montana. But she was eager to show the world she was more than a Disney Channel character. Determined to carve out her own identity, Miley began focusing on her solo music career and taking on projects that would let her grow as an artist. This period was a turning point, filled with bold moves, new opportunities, and some challenges as she worked to shed her teen idol image and step into a more mature spotlight. Miley's first big step as a solo artist came with the release of her debut album, Breakout, in July 2008. Unlike her previous work, which tied her to Hannah Montana, this album was all Miley. She co-wrote most of the songs, pouring her teenage experiences into tracks about friendship, heartbreak, and self-discovery. The lead single, Seven Things, a pop rock anthem about a rocky relationship, became a hit, peaking at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. The album debuted at number 1, selling 371,000 copies in its first week. Fans loved its energetic sound, and critics praised Miley's effort to show a more authentic side of herself, even as some still saw her as Hannah Montana. To promote Breakout, Miley performed at high-profile events like the Teen Choice Awards and a free concert in New York City's Central Park. She also made time for charity, headlining a concert for City of Hope, a cancer research center, raising over $1 million. These appearances showed her versatility. She could rock a stage, connect with fans, and use her platform for good. But being in the public, I wasn't always easy. In 2008, a controversy erupted when Vanity Fair published photos of Miley, then 15, posing with only a sheet in a photo shoot with famed photographer Annie Leibovitz. Some called the images too mature, sparking debates about her image. Miley apologized, saying she didn't mean to upset fans, but the incident taught her how closely the media watched her every move. In 2009, Miley expanded her acting resume with Hannah Montana, the movie. The film brought her TV character to the big screen, telling a story about Miley Stewart returning to her Tennessee roots to reconnect with her family. Filmed in Nashville and Los Angeles, the movie grossed over $155 million worldwide and featured new songs like The Climb, which became one of Miley's signature tracks. The inspirational ballad reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and went triple platinum, resonating with fans for its message of perseverance. The movie's success kept her tied to Disney, but also gave her a chance to showcase her acting in a bigger production. That same year, Miley released an EP called The Time of Our Lives to promote her new clothing line with Max Azria, sold at Walmart. The EP featured Party in the USA, a catchy pop anthem that became a cultural juggernaut. The song, with its upbeat vibe and relatable lyrics about moving to Los Angeles, hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified 14 times platinum by 2023. It became Miley's biggest hit to date and a staple at parties and events. She performed at the 2009 Teen Choice Awards, but her dance routine, which included a brief moment on a pole, stirred controversy. Critics questioned whether she was moving too far from her wholesome image, but Miley defended herself, saying she was just having fun and growing up. Miley's next big project was the 2010 album Can't Be Tamed, which marked a clear shift toward a bolder, more mature sound. Released when she was 17, the album explored dance pop and electronic influences, with lyrics about independence and self-expression. The title track, Can't Be Tamed, was a declaration of her desire to break free from expectations, with a provocative music video showing her in a birdcage wearing edgy outfits. The album debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200, but sales were lower than her previous work, and some critics felt it lacked focus. Still, it showed Miley was serious about evolving as an artist, even if it meant taking risks. In 2010, Miley also took a leap into more serious acting with The Last Song, a romantic drama based on a Nicholas Sparks novel. She played Ronnie, a rebellious teen who reconnects with her father through music. Filming in Georgia, Miley worked hard to prove she could handle emotional roles, training with a dialect coach to perfect her character's New York accent. On set, she met Australian actor Liam Hemsworth, who played her love interest. Their chemistry sparked a real-life romance, which became a major focus of tabloid coverage. The film earned mixed reviews but grossed $89 million worldwide, showing Miley could carry a movie outside the Disney bubble. As Hannah Montana entered its 4th and final season in 2010, Miley was ready to move on. The show wrapped in January 2011 after 98 episodes and a special finale that tied up Miley Stewart's story. Saying goodbye to Hannah was bittersweet. Miley was grateful for the role that launched her career, but eager to leave the wig behind. She celebrated the end with a world tour, the Gypsy Heart Tour, in 2011, performing in Latin America, Asia, and Australia. Unlike her earlier tours, this one focused solely on her solo music, with hits from Breakout and Can't Be Tamed. The tour grossed $26 million and showed fans she was no longer a Disney kid. During this time, Miley faced growing pains. The media scrutinized her relationships, fashion choices, and every performance. In 2010, a video leaked of her smoking salvia, a legal herb, at a party, causing a stir among parents and fans. Miley later said she was young and experimenting, but the incident added to the narrative that she was rebelling against her Disney roots. Her parents' separation in 2010, though they later reconciled, added personal challenges. Despite these hurdles, Miley stayed focused, writing songs and planning her next moves. By 2011, Miley was 18 and standing at a crossroads. She had built a successful music career, starred in a major film, and ended Hannah Montana on a high note. But she knew her next steps would define whether she could thrive as an adult artist. Her work on Can't Be Tamed and The Last Song laid the groundwork for a daring new chapter, where she would push boundaries even further and redefine her image in ways that would shock the world. By 2012, Miley Cyrus was no longer the teen star of Hannah Montana. At 19, she was determined to redefine herself as an adult artist with a unique voice and style. This period of her career, spanning from 2012 to 2020, was marked by daring music, headline-grabbing moments, and a willingness to take risks that shocked fans and critics alike. Miley's reinvention was bold, sometimes controversial, but always authentic, as she explored new sounds, challenged expectations, and grew through personal and professional challenges. Miley kicked off this era with a dramatic change in her appearance. In June 2012, she cut her long brown hair into a short, platinum blonde pixie cut, signaling a break from her Disney image. She began working on her 4th studio album, Bangers, with producers like Michael Made It and Pharrell Williams, aiming for a sound that blended pop, hip-hop, and electronic beats. The album, released in October 2013, was a game-changer. Its lead single, We Can't Stop, was a party anthem that hit number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song's music video, featuring Miley in edgy outfits and surreal settings, sparked debates about her new direction. The second single, Wrecking Ball, became her first number 1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100, with raw, emotional video showing her swinging nude on a wrecking ball. The song went 5 times platinum, and the video broke records, gaining 19 million views in its first 24 hours on Vivo. The defining moment of this period came at the 2013 MTV Video Music Awards. Miley performed We Can't Stop and joined Robin Thicke for his song Blurred Lines, delivering a provocative performance with twerking and bold outfits that stunned audiences. The performance became a cultural lightning rod, with some praising her confidence and others criticizing her for going too far. Miley later said she wanted to make history, and she did. The performance was watched by millions and discussed for months. It solidified her new image as a fearless artist unafraid to push boundaries, but also made her a target for media scrutiny. In 2014, Miley launched the Bangers World Tour, a spectacle of colorful costumes, giant props, and high-energy performances. The tour visited 78 cities across North America, Europe, and Latin America, grossing $63 million. Fans love her unapologetic style, but some venues banned her shows, citing her provocative antics. Despite the controversies, Bangers was a commercial and critical success, earning a Grammy nomination for Best Pop Vocal Album in 2015. Miley also used her platform to advocate for causes, founding the Happy Hippie Foundation in 2014 to support homeless youth and the LGBTQ community, inspired by her own experiences meeting struggling teens. Miley's next project was a sharp left turn. In 2015, she released Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets, a free experimental album made with the psychedelic rock band The Flaming Lips. The album, dropped online without warning, explored trippy sounds and personal themes, including the loss of her pet pig, Bubba Sue. Songs like Do It and Lighter were unlike anything she'd done before, with quirky lyrics and lo-fi production. Critics were divided. Some called it a bold artistic statement, others found it chaotic, but it showed Miley's willingness to take creative risks without caring about commercial success. She performed songs from the album on a small, colorful tour called the Milky Milky Milk Tour, embracing her eccentric side. On a personal level, this period was turbulent. Miley's on-again, off-again relationship with Liam Hemsworth was a constant focus of tabloids. The couple got engaged in 2012, but broke up in 2013 amid her hectic Bangers era. She also faced public criticism for her outspoken views and behavior, like smoking marijuana on stage at the 2013 MTV Europe Music Awards, which was legal in the Netherlands but shocked American audiences. Miley leaned into her wild child persona, often sharing candid thoughts on social media, where she had millions of followers. Her openness about her pansexuality and gender fluidity, starting in 2015, made her a role model for many young fans, though it also drew backlash from conservative critics. In 2016, Miley took a step back from the spotlight to focus on new projects and personal growth. She joined The Voice as a coach for seasons 10 and 11, mentoring young singers with her humor and honesty. Her down-to-earth personality won over viewers, and she showed a softer side, often wearing casual outfits and minimal makeup. She also rekindled her romance with Liam Hemsworth, and the couple got engaged again in 2016. Miley moved back to Malibu, embracing a quieter life with her pets and focusing on songwriting. Her 2017 album, Younger Now, reflected this shift, blending country, pop, and folk influences. The single Malibu, inspired by her life with Liam, peaked at number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and marked a return to her Tennessee roots. The Younger Now era was less controversial, but didn't match the commercial success of Bangers. Some fans missed her edgy side, while others appreciated her authenticity. In 2018, Miley faced a personal setback when the Woolsey fire destroyed her Malibu home, forcing her and Liam to evacuate. They married in a private ceremony that December, but the marriage ended in separation by August 2019. Miley channeled her emotions into music, releasing the EP She Is Coming in 2019, which mixed pop, hip-hop, and trap sounds. She also starred as Ashley O in a Black Mirror episode, playing a pop star with a dark twist, and released a viral song on a roll, a reimagined version of Nine Inch Nails' Head Like a Hole. By 2020, Miley was ready for another reinvention. Her seventh album, Plastic Hearts, embraced a rock and glam punk vibe, inspired by artists like Joan Jett and Stevie Nicks. Released in November 2020, it featured collaborations with Billy Idol and Dua Lipa, and the single Midnight Sky became a top 15 hit. Critics praised the album as one of her strongest, with Rolling Stone calling it a powerful return to form. Miley performed at major events like the iHeartRadio Music Festival and covered rock classics, cementing her Pop Chameleon nickname. Despite personal challenges, including her divorce from Liam finalized in 2020, Miley emerged stronger, using her music to process heartbreak and rediscover her strength. This era of reinvention was about more than music. It was about Miley finding her voice. She faced criticism, heartbreak, and intense scrutiny, but came out as a versatile artist and advocate. Her work in the 2010s set the stage for her later successes, proving she could evolve while staying true to her creative spirit. By 2021, Miley Cyrus had already reinvented herself multiple times, from a Disney teen idol to a boundary-pushing pop star and rock artist. Now in her late 20s and early 30s, she entered a new phase of her career marked by critical acclaim, personal stability, and a deepened commitment to using her platform for good. From 2021 to 2025, Miley achieved some of her greatest successes, including Grammy wins, major collaborations, and recognition as a cultural icon, all while leaving a lasting legacy through her music and advocacy. Following the success of her 2020 album Plastic Hearts, Miley continued to embrace her rock-inspired sound. She performed high-energy covers of classics like Blondie's Heart of Glass and Metallica's Nothing Else Matters during festival appearances, earning praise for her powerful vocals and stage presence. In 2021, she headlined events like Lollapalooza and Austin City Limits, captivating audiences with her leather outfits and raw energy. She also hosted a Miley's New Year's Eve party special on NBC, co-hosted with Pete Davidson, which drew millions of viewers and showcased her charisma as a performer and host. The special became an annual event, with Miley returning in 2022 alongside Dolly Parton, blending music, humor, and star-studded guests. In March 2023, Miley released her 8th studio album, Endless Summer Vacation, which became a defining moment in her career. The album, recorded in Los Angeles with producers like Kid Harpoon and Greg Kurstin, blended pop, dance, and introspective ballads. Its lead single, Flowers, was a global smash, debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and staying there for 8 weeks. The song, an empowering anthem about self-love after her divorce from Liam Hemsworth, resonated with fans worldwide, earning over 1.6 billion streams on Spotify by 2024. Its music video, featuring Miley dancing confidently in a vintage suit, went viral, and the song's demo version, released later, gave fans a glimpse into her creative process. The album also included tracks like Jaded and River, which showcased her vocal range and emotional depth, earning critical acclaim for a cohesive sound. The success of Endless Summer Vacation led to major accolades. At the 2024 Grammy Awards, Miley won her first 2 Grammys, Best Pop Solo Performance and Record of the Year for Flowers. Her heartfelt acceptance speech, where she thanked her fans and reflected on her journey, went viral. She also performed Flowers at the ceremony, delivering a stunning performance that included a Tina Turner-inspired outfit and a shout-out to the audience, cementing her status as a live performer. In 2024, she collaborated with Beyoncé on the song Two Most Wanted from Beyoncé's album Cowboy Carter. The country pop duet was a hit, peaking at #6 on the Billboard Hot 100 and earning Miley her 3rd Grammy in 2025 for Best Country Duo/Group Performance. In 2025, Miley released her 9th studio album, Something Beautiful, which continued her exploration of diverse sounds, blending pop, rock, and electronic influences. The album's lead single, Prelude, debuted in the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100, and its live debut at the Chateau Marmont in Los Angeles was a star-studded event. Miley performed alongside artists like Stevie Nicks and covered songs like Journey's Faithfully, showcasing her versatility. The album received strong reviews, with Billboard calling it a bold testament to Cyrus's ability to evolve. She promoted the album with intimate performances, including a televised special at the Grand Ole Opry, where she paid tribute to her Nashville roots with a mix of new songs and country classics. Beyond music, Miley's advocacy work grew stronger during this period. Her Happy Hippie Foundation, launched in 2014, continued to support homeless youth and the LGBTQ community. In 2024, she rebranded it as the Miley Cyrus Foundation, expanding its mission to include mental health initiatives. After the 2018 Woolsey fire destroyed her Malibu home, Miley donated $500,000 to Malibu Foundation to help rebuild the community, a cause she remained passionate about. She also partnered with organizations like My Friend's Place, a Los Angeles nonprofit, to provide resources for homeless teens. Her openness about her own struggles with mental health and sobriety inspired fans, and she used her platform to advocate for acceptance and equality, earning praise from activists and young people alike. Miley's personal life also stabilized. After her divorce from Liam Hemsworth in 2020, she focused on self-discovery and independence. By 2023, she was dating musician Max Mirando, a member of the band Lily, and the couple kept their relationship low-key, often spotted together at events in Los Angeles. Miley moved back to Malibu, where she found peace in her home filled with pets, including dogs, cats, and a pig named Puddles. She often shared glimpses of her life on Instagram, where her 212 million followers celebrated her authenticity and humor. Her close bond with her family, especially her mom Tish and sister Noah, remained a cornerstone, and she frequently visited Nashville to reconnect with her roots. In August 2024, Miley received a significant honor when Disney named her the youngest ever Disney legend at the D23 Expo. The award recognized her contributions to the company through Hannah Montana and beyond, with tributes from stars like Dolly Parton and Lainey Wilson. Miley's emotional speech, where she thanked her fans and reflected on her journey, highlighted her growth from a teen star to a respected artist. She also broke new ground in 2025 by executive producing a documentary about her career, which premiered on a major streaming platform and offered an intimate look at her creative process and personal evolution. Miley's influence extended to the next generation of artists. Stars like Chappell Roan and Lil Nas X cited her as an inspiration, praising her fearlessness and genre-blending style. With 8 studio albums, 3 Grammy Awards, 8 Guinness World Records, and countless chart-topping hits, Miley had built a remarkable career by age 32. Her ability to reinvent herself, from a wholesome Hannah Montana to the provocative bangers era to the empowered artist of flowers, earned her the nickname Pop Chameleon. She also maintained a strong presence in pop culture, appearing on magazine covers like Vogue and hosting events like the MTV Video Music Awards in 2024, where she celebrated new talent. As of 2025, Miley Cyrus's legacy is one of resilience, creativity, and impact. She transformed from a child star into a multifaceted artist who could dominate charts, inspire change, and connect with fans across generations. Her music, from the introspective Flowers to the rebellious Wrecking Ball, told the story of a woman unafraid to evolve. Her advocacy work gave voice to the marginalized, and her honesty about her struggles made her a relatable icon. Miley's journey, rooted in her Tennessee upbringing and fueled by her passion for performance, continues to shape the music industry and inspire millions worldwide.